Greetings YouTube, Fshsuit here, and we're going to start a new game today. Not new to me, but new to the YouTube channel, and something I only streamed on Twitch once, I think, like a very long time ago. We got the face rig going, so you'll, get to see like a visual representation of me. This looks a lot like me, honestly. So, Anno 1800 is a city builder and like a naval combat game. And I bought this game as soon as it came out, which was probably like a year ago, and hated streaming it. And so since I hated streaming it, I kind of just didn't play it very much, but got back into it recently, played a bunch of games, and this game is a lot like They Are Billions, another of the YouTube videos here that I have on YouTube. The YouTube videos on YouTube. Another one of the video series I have on here, They Are Billions. Similar in that you can spend just like hours and hours on a city and then get completely boned in just a few minutes. But we're going to play this particular play on pretty easy mode. So, and when I say pretty easy mode, I mean extremely easy mode. And there's not necessarily a win condition so much. Well, there are win conditions in this game, but our win condition is basically going to be we're going to try to eliminate the pirates, which will take some time. It's not going to be like real quick. But my favorite parts of this game are the city building itself and the supply chains and getting enough workforce and planning out the city itself, and not so much some of the diplomacy and some of the naval battles and things like that. That's not my favorite part of this, but so kind of that's where I'm tweaking the rule set a little bit on this in order to kind of push the game towards the things that I like to do, which is kind of a low stress city builder, manage resources, that kind of thing. So without further ado, here we go. I have played the campaign of this, not all the way through, but I did play quite a bit of it, and it wasn't my favorite. I really like the sandbox aspect of this game, because it reminds me of SimCity, the original SimCity, giving away my age a little bit, which is one of my very favorite games, one of the first games I really remember playing as a kid, or like really enjoying on PC. We gotta pick this. I always pick this guy. And of course, we're the fish. I mean, we are, of course, Sir Fishy YouTubes. Oh no, I can't. Oh no. Sir, how about just Sir Fish? Because I really want it to be YouTubes. Sir Fish YouTubes. And like I said, I'm going to be playing with a custom rule set, which like, feel free to like roast me for how easy I set this game. But this is, again, this is what I like to play. This is the way I like to play this game. So I set it to easy mode. It looks like a lot of my settings are actually carried over from another game that I tried just to see if this was something that I would want to put on YouTube. And so this starts out with like 3 pretty weak sauce competitors, because I don't really like the competing aspect of it so much. Maybe like if I put maybe a lot more time into this game, maybe I would really enjoy that, but I just kind of don't. And honestly, if I could just do it without pirates and just build my city, I'd probably do that. High income, no upkeep, you get full construction recosts, and I can move my buildings around. So all this stuff just makes it incredibly easy. And I don't like doing the quests, so I put that at very rare. And the start with 0 ships. So nobody on the map will start. And I also don't do Fog of War, because again, it's just like, it's not my jam. I've never actually looked at this, so let's look at this together. So interesting. I've never actually looked at these win conditions. Win the game by forging alliances with all other players. So this is that's kind of I don't want to. Here's why I don't want to do it is because I don't want to like completely fuck this up. I want this to be like a really long lived city. So we'll kind of choose our own win condition for this game. But I think that if I did diplomatic, this would be the same as what the actual win condition that we're going for. Because essentially we're going to say like we're going to be allies with everybody else except we're going to kill the pirates. But I'll turn that off, and we'll turn this off for this particular run. If you're enjoying these YouTube videos, remember that I do stream on Twitch. Some of the YouTube stuff is actually streamed on Twitch. For instance, later this evening, which will probably be if you're seeing this yesterday, we streamed some Super Meat Boy, which was going to be on the YouTube channel in the middle of the week. Okay, so here we are. This is a really beautiful game. The graphics are like just very beautiful, but unfortunately, I spend a lot of the game like in this mode where I'm like this far away. So, planning out this is really important. This is not a great starting island, just because I would want like a larger population center through here. But here we are anyway. So we start to build our farmhouses.
You reach a new milestone.
And I'm going to go for kind of a general pattern for these. A lot of times in this game I'm playing at 3 times speed. But to start out and at certain points, I will slow it down. So this is where we fuck that up, and that I'm able to actually just move that without a penalty. You'll see the resources at the very top here. I need to make sure that I keep at least 10 wood available after this initial building, because I'm going to need to build a warehouse for my sawmill facilities. So this is I only have farmers right now. This is the excess farmers that I have. This is where they live. We can click on them and we can see that they have certain needs and wants and how many people are living in that. And the happiness is tied to some certain things, which we'll kind of dip into later. So at the start of this game, I need to start my like wood harvesting, and the cool thing is that, well, and I think this is a mistake that a lot of people probably make when they first start this, is they kind of jam everything together, but putting this stuff like really far away from other things to start, I think is a good strategy, because this is down here is going to be population. I'm going to build a huge population center there. So all we need to do is have this connect with the city, like so. And then these two are going to need to have, this is where we kept that 10 wood. These two need to have a warehouse near them. I don't want to, so if I put this too close, it'll dip into that. So we should be able to build that there. The warehouse is kind of like fast travel within your town. So we're harvesting wood now, and we need to have a sawmill in place. And putting all of your industry together in one place is also a good idea. We'll just kind of slap in the middle of this. The bonuses that you get for having your industry close together, you don't really get till the end of the game. Near like the end, but it's still a good idea to just kind of put everything together, all the factories in one spot, and later we'll have some farms. It's not too much later, really. It's going to be like now, but like this looks like a good spot for farms. But you'll see I'm separating out all these places. So this is another one of the farmers' needs, is the fishing huts. So now we'll see that this supply is going to be, you'll see on here, supply improving. And that'll increase my population. So now I'm almost out of wood, but I have the sawmill, which is producing wood. And I have my 2 lumberjacks huts, which are also producing wood. There's really a warning on that, because it's 99%. That one maybe, but whatever. It's fine. So, that's not what I want. More population, and then eventually we'll get enough farmers to where we'll unlock the next set of like farmer needs, which is going to be schnapps.
Game saved.
Oh, thanks. Up here is my income balance. Basically, it's going to be negative right now until we get some population in here. And honestly, this is something that I really struggle with in this game, is keeping my income, keeping good income coming in. So just kind of waiting for wood, well, for plank right now, timber. So I'm going to fast forward until we get some enough to push our farmers over to the next level.
You reached a new milestone.
Cool. Okay. So now we have a bunch more farmers. So now I can start on, we need some potato production. I think we'll just kind of toss that right there. Let's put it out the end. Let's start at the end. So we build the, this is the potato farm, and now we have to build the fields around it. You'll see that it's got 72 of 72, so it's got all of the fields that it needs, and we're going to need 10 wood for this, so we can build this in blueprint mode until we have the wood for it, and then we have to connect this with our kind of main road system here, like so. So as soon as we get 10 wood, we'll be able to build this, and then we'll start our potato harvest. Fast forward until I get that. It might be worth like some more lumberjack and some more plank makers. Wood's obviously the resource that you use here at the beginning, but we'll wait to establish some of the until we can get like full farmer population. Okay, so we got the warehouse. Now we're harvesting those, and now we want to build the schnapps making factory. So we're going to put that over here with our other factory, our sawmill. Now we're low on farmer population. We need some wood to start building some more houses for them. This is kind of a constant struggle for me to keep my population to where I'm not in the negative. But the beginning of the game is always a little like, okay, we build this, and then we wait, and then we build this, and we wait. But we'll see, like, we're making schnapps now, so the happiness of the farmers, they're not quite making it yet. So they're probably, like, still doing the potato harvest. But when they do, this happiness meter will start to go up. And then more farmers will want to move in here. We're going to need to build, like, sheep farms here, but I need more population before I can start that. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Now that we're fast forwarding, we should start to see the schnapps come in. There it is. So now the farmers will start being happier. And this is going to cost 10 farmers. So before we build this one, to make sure that we have an excess population of 10, which we just got. And then we'll put this out in our kind of agricultural area. How do I want to do this? We're probably going to have like a kind of a row of sheep's farms here, so this is how I want to do. This only requires 3 of those. We build the road out to it. Actually, I'm going to just build we have the 10 population, so I'm going to go ahead and put this second sheep farm out here already. Oops. I'm really anal when it comes to the neatness of this. And it may seem excessive, but later on, when we have just like a shitload of stuff all out here, you'll see why I was so careful, trying to be so careful to do all this neatly. All right, more population. So we're gonna build kind of like quadrants around the needs. So like these farmers need to be near a marketplace. Which is here, and there's going to be some other needs as well, like they'll need a pub, which is, we can kind of plan out is going to be right, maybe like right here. And we can see what that needs, just wood, we're short on wood. We have lots of farmers though, so I'm going to start some more timber harvesting. What are these? Is there an iron over here? Okay. So normally I wouldn't want to cover up this with this because we can't have those two things like that close to each other. But since I have another iron mine, and really I'm probably only going to need one, we can do that. And then we can build another sawmill out here. Just competing sawmills next to each other. It's like a CVS and a Walgreens across the street from each other. Oh shit, I didn't know that house actually built. So that house like was destroyed because it had no road next to it.
A fire broke out.
Oh shit, I don't have a firehouse. Well, that's one of the things. It'll take some time. I'm gonna lose some stuff there, but it's not the end of the world. I should have built that firehouse, clearly. Whoops. Okay. Should have firemen, and they will go put out the fire. And maybe I won't lose anything at all. We'll see. The fire tends to spread pretty quickly, but depending on how long it's been on fire, it's how long it'll take this animation to complete to like put it out. Great. So the fire didn't spread. That's good.
So brave, and so many lives saved.
So these are the competitors.
The
I can kind of show you this diplomacy menu. These are the people that are also in this world with me. And you can befriend them, basically. Like, and the people that I chose to be in my scenario here are all like very friendly, so. Except for one. It's the pirate, and she lives here. This is her pirate lair, and this is one of our goals is going to be to destroy this. Okay, we have a huge excess of people, which is awesome. Now we can build our uniform or like clothes making factory. We might need 2 of those to, depending on population.
My cat to you.
We'll see. Cool, so we're gonna have the next step of people, which is gonna be workers. So once these guys are at like a base happiness, and all of these main needs are fulfilled, then we're gonna have the option to upgrade these houses to like the next level of citizen, basically. We're pretty far ahead on population, which is great. Let's see how is there enough booze? Good, 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 good. Cool, so we should have enough stuff to upgrade to the next duders. This is a little
I know you're busy, but
quest.
I shouldn't ask.
I don't
We've all
like
we've
these
ever wished
quests
for.
at all. Provide the resident
for
with
me.
15 wood. Sure.
We'll
there you go.
gather and toast your elf.
Cool. So now I have somebody I can equip in ships. Not something I've spent a whole lot of time with. Oh, you know, like it's probably like a good idea to let you know as well that that I am not an expert at this by any means. Like I'm not saying that this stuff that I'm doing is like the best thing to do in these situations at all. So I'm still learning. I mean, for sure, still learning. I'm gonna leave that open for now.
I could simply go to press.
One of the, God damn it, go away. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. This game has a lot of keyboard shortcuts and stuff. So this guy puts out the paper. You can like make him make changes for it basically costs you clout.
It's important to be true.
It must be wonderful to share the good news with others.
And then neither of the women, the other friendly women, Princess King and Bente Jorgensen, neither of them like it when you use propaganda.
You reached a new milestone.
Okay, so we just got our first workers. Basically, we convert farmer houses into these worker houses. You can see they look a little differently, more sturdily built. And then workers have their very own need sets on top of what the farmers like. So they need, just like the farmers, they need market, they need fish, they need work clothes. But now they need sausages and bread and soap and school. And a school in order to grow.
You know.
Okay, so now, oh yeah, and they can do bricks as well. So now we, instead of just wood, we have another resource to start gathering, which is,
We'll take them
okay,
shiny spoons
okay, buddy.
and shove 'em.
Okay, buddy, we get it. So I'm gonna build the clay mine, for lack of a better term, for lack of a better word. And we will get some more workers from farmers. We have tons of farmers. We've been trying to stay ahead of the population. And we'll start making bricks. And then we'll spend like ages not having any bricks. It feels like I'm always behind on bricks. We can fast convert like a bunch of these at once. I don't love doing this because a lot of times I'll like upgrade too many and then just be like have no farmers or whatever. But we know that we're gonna need some more workers. I'm gonna build another brick thing. And fortunately, we need a warehouse. So you can see kind of like we're kind of ever expanding. The population center over here. I'm leaving some of these intentionally blank because we're going to have some more stuff that will boost our population. We have lots of farmers, so we can start our pig farming operation out here. And another. Okay. So the farmers, even though the sausage is a worker need, it makes sense that the farmers would actually be running the pig farm, and then the workers would be working at the sausage factory or the slaughterhouse. And we may need some like clay for this, bricks for this. Oh yeah. Okay, I need 50 workers. For that, so until I have the workers, I don't want to...
You reached a new milestone.
Build the factory until I actually have the workforce for it, which I do now. And we build the slaughterhouse. This warehouse has it's a lot of like people lined up here since all of this business is concentrated. So you either have the option to kind of upgrade that or... build another warehouse, and since it's cheaper right now, I'm just going to build another warehouse. We'll eventually upgrade both of these, though. Probably. So we've increased our farmer, our farmers out quite a bit. So we need to always monitor if they are still receiving like their need of stuff for their happiness. So is there still enough schnapps on the island, and you know, do they have enough uniforms, things like that. Cool. Oh, we got enough workers to start our next set of stuff here. So the sailing shipyard is how we are going to build our warships and stuff. And it's expensive. We're waiting on it's going to be like some time before we get enough brick to actually build this. Even at 3 times speed, we don't have a tremendous amount of brick being built right now. We are getting an excess of clay though, so I probably could build another brick factory. I'll put it right next to the other one. Cool. And lots of farmers, which means we can build our wheat field. This is basically going to take up like this whole area over here.
Something for all seasons.
I'm never going to really use this shoreline for anything, so I don't give a shit whether we're using it all up. Wheat is
Work your way up from that dirty bottom.
So I don't have any ships yet,
Let
so
down.
a lot of times I don't do their quests anyway, but I don't even have a ship right now, so I don't know how he expects me to do that. Holy shit. Is that all of it? Okay, wow. So yeah, there's all of our wheat stuff over there. I will resist the temptation to upgrade that warehouse and instead just build another one. And then we can build our mill and start making bread and stuff. Kind of, even though this is this is just like me role-playing this, but I kind of like the idea of the mill being near the fields. Like, I feel like just in general, this would be here, right? It would be here, like out next to the fields. And not in this like section over here. So just for funsies, we'll build it over there. Even though it is kind of like a factory building. And bakery. Short on workers, shouldn't be a problem. You can upgrade these, these. Cool deal. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And we have some more stuff. So now we have a bread supply in. Oh, now we can start working on steel. This takes a lot of workers. So the steel works and stuff take a lot of workers.
Game saved.
Take it before I change my mind.
What? Did you give me balloons? Oh, it's right there.
You've got
thanks for the
kind
balloons.
sense at heart.
Again, I just think this game is like really beautiful, and you can see just the fire is so beautiful. The burning, you can almost smell the burning flesh. We should have like the fire department should be able to go over there.
I want to look after everyone.
Right? Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the money.
A scattering of blossom.
Cool. Thanks for the money. These guys making bricks. That's beautiful, but you don't really... I kind of just... You don't play the game in at this level. At least I don't. Like, you gotta look at the macro, because it's... I don't know. There's probably just multiple different ways to enjoy this game. Like, I'm willing to say, like, yeah, okay. It's just this... What I enjoy about the game is different from what other people might. Like, I think that's awesome that level of detail's in this game, but... Like metagaming wise, it's kind of like I need to be here so I can see my town. Where is this the fire station? Yeah, so it may be worth like building another fire station over here already. Like right here. Just took too long to put that fire out. So I need to put another one there. We are still working on bricks. What does this take? 25? Oof, yeah. We have a ton of workers, which is good because I wanted to start our iron production. We're also going to need another, that's right, I should put the fire station, I should put it, make sure the fire station is out here as well, and then definitely here. This is a huge, all the metalworks is a huge fire risk. It'll explode like several times.
Thank your loving kindness.
Okay, so we're starting to get to the population point where we don't have enough fish and where we don't have enough uniforms. That's what I was talking about like kind of constantly monitoring. So that'll get us on fish, and then we'll check our warehouse. So we're stocking up tons of wool, which means that we just need another shirt, like a clothing factory rather than more sheep farms. And we're a little low on population right now, but both the things that we just did will grow our population as well. Just kind of waiting right now.
Game saved.
Oh yeah, some of these this stuff we built out here cost a lot of brick, unfortunately. So our shipyard falls by the wayside a little bit. I don't think anybody else but the pirates right now have ships. Could be wrong, but oh well, they actually have the shipyard. They do as well, but I don't see any other ships on the map, except for the pirates. That's got to be a priority, is to get the shipyard up and at least get some because we're going to need to settle another island here as well. So that may be something to mention now too, is that eventually we'll need some stuff that this island can't do. For instance, much later on we're going to need some red peppers, and the island that we started on doesn't have that fertility, whereas this island does. So we'll settle this little island here and basically make it almost into a red pepper plantation.
No less than we deserve.
Once the clothing gets up there, we shouldn't be in the negative for workers anymore. But they do need soap in order to get somewhere to move in. So we actually are pretty low in residences right now. I wasn't going to build any more because I thought it were kind of good, but we do need some more population. It'll sit there at 99% for sometimes quite a while. And it's like making sure that you have the actual production necessary to keep that up before it'll award you with the population. So there, it just spilled over. We're going to try to get a lot of workers in place and then build our rendering works. Which probably takes brick. Oh, it takes steel as well. Wow, okay. Never mind. We're going to have to do ships first. 20 and 25. And then start making steel beams. So I'm going to fast forward us a little bit here to gather some of those supplies. Because this steel beam factory is 200 workers. Still with the uniforms. That's surprising to me. So maybe another uniform factory here. Yeah, we still have the excess of... we still have the excess of cotton, or wool, rather. And I will upgrade that warehouse, so now I can take 3 carts all at once.
Game saved.
Alright, seriously, don't touch anything, Fshsuit. That's a problem, like, I get going and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do ships next, and then I wait and build resources, then I'm like, do 10 other things except for the thing that I actually wanted to do. So really, I'm just gonna sit here and wait until I have the resources that I need. I think that looks cool. I always like the way the wheat fields look when you stack them like that. It's like, this is my wheat section. I wonder if we still have a lot of clay. Yeah, this doesn't cost any brick, fortunately, and we have a lot of clay, so I am going to build another brick factory. I'm gonna leave this section blank as well. Like a school would be good there. All those are just farm buildings are all just wood, so that's nice where I can just not have to use the brick.
Cream of the crop.
Cool, so they all have enough stuff. Ooh, maybe schnapps though. So do we have a need for potatoes, or do we have a need for the schnapps? Right now it's potatoes. Cool. So we'll see if that's enough. We might have to build another schnapps factory too. The people want their booze. What can I say? Three more brick, and we can build the shipyard. It is. Okay. So these are the ships that we have access to right now. As soon as possible, I want to build a gunboat. I can't really build any boats right now because I'm not making sails. So we were trying to get that done so that we didn't get completely blindsided by pirates, but we still could. Because I need to build steel beams and weapons. That's some more brick, and that should be some brick too. Yeah. So we're still waiting on brick. We're going to need a shitload of workers for that. that might not even be enough. We'll see.
A check copy? You look as radiant as
What do you have to say, newspaper man? Oh, everything's good. Okay, good.
uncompromising.
If he says anything like terribly bad, I'll propaganda it. I have no problems with that.
Game safe.
Alrighty, we are now producing steel beams on the island. Soon, weapons. We actually need steel beams for that building as well. Let's see if we still have an excess of wool. We don't. That is declining, and we're going to start using more wool, so it's time for a sheep farm or two. Actually, really just one there. That was a mistake.
A farm? With no fields?
You know what, lady? Why don't you keep your opinions to yourself? Okay, and then we can build a sail factory. In Factory Central over here. It may be time for another warehouse here at the end of the row. It's fine. Okay, so now we're making sails, which is cool. That'll be the start of our ship building. Requires 8 beams. Yowzer. We'll be able to build a schooner soon, and then we can actually take and load up the schooner and start a new world, or start a new colony here on this island, which is gonna again be our bell pepper plantation. We are producing sails. Let's see what our stuff looks like here. So we're still low on schnapps, but we're gaining potatoes, so that means it's time for another schnapps factory. And by the end of this, like, I will have like just a million schnapps factories. You have to produce quite a bit. So the supply chains are neat, as far as I think it's cool that you have to have this and that and this in order to make this final product. I think that it mainly, like, probably the way the game is mostly meant to be played is that you build supply chains across multiple islands. I'm not super adept at that yet, so I tend to, like, the other islands that I settle are mainly going to be like supplying the one thing that I can't do on this island. That makes sense. So, like, I can't grow bell peppers here, so I'll use the other island, like, almost exclusively for that purpose. Alright, we are now making weapons. And we'll build our schooner. I can't remember... Oh, shit. Oh, that's right. When you build ships, your workers become occupied at the shipyard. So if we just keep it kind of even, we should be fine once the ship is done being built. because they'll return to being a kind of an available part of the workforce. A hospital's going to be awesome in the center of this too. I just thought of that. Okay, we can build our rendering plant now. Excellent. I have the stuff for it. And the soap factory as well. We don't have enough stuff. Oh yeah, we just had enough. Nice. I should upgrade this. Actually, I need workforce.
Game saved.
This is almost done, and then we're going to have a lot of workers back available.
Ship constructed.
Excellent. Okay. So for the, there's my ship.
Stations.
For the new colony, I can't remember precisely what you need. It's maybe like 20 timber. And then some steel beams as well, I think. So the workers should be pretty pleased here. They have almost everything they need now. So we build a school like here. Oh, look at that. 20 steel beams. We'll have the school, and then we'll be able to fulfill. We will have fulfilled all the workers' needs. You can kind of see, though, I'm always working on population. Going. 20 steel beams. Let's just see. So I'm gonna we're gonna
Assist however we may.
I just want to see what she did. Okay. So let's pull all this over. And we will sail you to this
Adjust the sail.
island. We should be able to build it with that. With that stuff that it has on board. You can see all the ticks of the stuff.
Something's missing.
Alright, so we might be low on... Yeah, we need some more wool.
Your city has grown ugly.
You've grown uglier. That's an aspect of this game that I don't really pay much attention to. I don't care if you think... I don't care if it's ugly. That fire got put out fast. Like, I could build some... Let's put some apple trees down here. 3 apple trees. There, now my city's not ugly anymore, right?
Your city has grown more
It actually worked. Awesome. Oh, okay. So can we build this? Yeah.
Now we've got more islands than leaves. Ready for assignment.
So now we can build on this island.
You just crossed paths with the.
You know what,
Great
Willy
Whippet.
Wibblestock? Why don't you go fuck yourself? So now we're building on this island just like the other one. And we can start our new little town here. I will not spend the time on this island that I spent on the other one. I will try to make sure that the farmers are happy. We will have to build
Not
a
too many changes, I hope.
marketplace, which I'm going to build right here. Slow time down because I'm doing kind of a
We
lot
have
of
taken
stuff.
to calling you the master,
Cool.
among many other complimentary changes.
The fact that the paper's all been positive just means that I'm kind of doing an okay job. Like, we're making money, we have workforce in place, all that stuff.
Schooner reporting.
Alright, so I need more supplies. So I need to steal some more supplies from the main island here. Just wood. I'm just waiting on steel beams in order to build the school, and then every one of the main needs of the workers will be met. Although I do need to build, I do need to have a supply chain for beer. All it needs? No. It was close. Cool. So we're making hops now, and then we just need to... How much wheat are we... Yeah, so more wheat. Which is awesome, since I love wheat fields. I think they look awesome when they're in bulk like this. This is like the wheat section of town. You've wandered into the wheat section of town. Oh, I need another warehouse. Which is fine, because this is going to be kind of loaded up with warehouses anyway. Out here. Beams? Beams? 20 beams. Okay. It's going to be the last thing we do today is build that school on this episode. And we'll pick up next time. Better stop building other stuff, though, huh? All I need to do is make the actual brewery now in that supply chain, but I'm going to wait until I have the beams, because I've been squandering them. In the meantime, we can steal some wood from our main island here and hoof it over to our new settlements. And we could start the wood... I'll start the wood production on this. We're actually making money right now, though, which is good. I'm usually, like, bad about the island actually being profitable for some time, so I think we're doing okay on that front. See how this gets dirty? This is why I put this all together, because the steel production area gets really filthy.
No space left here.
What do you mean?
There's a charitable heart
We
in there.
assist however we
I'm
may.
sure of it.
Okay, and let's get this island a little bit more self-sufficient. In a similar vein to how we did the last one. We're going to try to keep a lot of the industries separated.
Game saved.
I wonder if that's close enough to the warehouse. Probably not. Just so I don't have to build another one there. Alright, cool. So we should be...
What brings you here,
Okay.
Master?
I was like, is that not close enough to the warehouse, or what? Alright, steel beams. Still working on it. What do we need? 7 more? 7 more and we'll have the school.
We don't even have to trade. It's just in case.
Alright, so trade
Now we
rights for
both
her.
benefit from each
Now,
other's charity.
she likes me a lot.
Pleasing
Now
customer.
we have trade rights. And she moved up here.
Hey, now, don't be sad. You come a long way.
And the other duders like it when you know, trade, and especially these guys. Some of the other harder ones don't like it when you get hooked up with another NPC. They don't like that you've gotten, like Willy Wibblestuck doesn't like if you like advanced faster than him, things like that. But for the most part, they're all friendly. We've made them all friendly. I'm going to fast forward a little bit so I can get these last steel beams, and then we're going to call this video to an end. We'll pick up at our town. So we'll have artisans soon, so the next step up is going to be artisans. Actually have maximum bricks. So I might as well just start probably this. Pave those roads. I have an excess of bricks right now, so there's no reason not to. So the horses and the stuff will travel faster across those areas now. I can pave like my main road here. One more. One more. Give me that school, baby. There it is.
It's our human rights.
Cool. And
I
so
have the amp of the
let's
time.
get our first artisan and then we'll save. Every one of their needs is met, except for beer. They also, like, I guess would need, like, a church. But their basic needs are met. Come on, baby. Give me that upgrade. There it is. We just need a steel for it. 2 steel beams and we can upgrade to artisan.
No harm in a bit of fun, a bit of filth. Keeps the oil lit when work's waned your wick.
Come on, baby. Jeepers. There it is. Okay.
You reached a new
All
milestone.
right. And we have artisans and the whole new menu of artisans, which we will explore next time. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and check out all my links in the comments below, including my Twitch stream. Listen, buddy, friend, I'm doing my pitch here.
Bold new
No, Captain,
expedition.
please, next time. You can catch my Twitch stream. I stream right now Fridays and Saturdays, but we have a new
The
D&D
Imperial
campaign.
Court
Sorry,
will hear
Princess King. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time where we'll pick up on our island in Anno 1800. Thank you so much. Until next time, fish out.